this guy, blend door actuator. So let's go ahead and start on that. Okay, so there's a heater control valve here, and what it does, it lets coolant into the heater core. So I gotta check and make sure that's going smooth, but we're gonna go from the inside. I kind of think there's a this actuator here that's getting stuck, so we're gonna go under here. I've already previously diagnosed this, by the way, and we're gonna move the fuse box a little bit. Got it out. I'm gonna throw this one back in. There was only 2 screws holding it. I'm gonna clean up the area though. Okay, in a little bit, I need you to turn it. There, turn it to heat.
It's already on heat. Turn it on?
Okay, turn it to cold. Okay, turn it to hot again.
Okay.
And then some white lithium grease. Yeah, buddy. It's going. No, you're good. Leave it on hot. It's all right. Start off with this. Bloop. I always like to put them back like that. This bushing always falls, so gotta remember to put it back in this holder. So we gotta do this. I always lift them up, and then I can unplug them. Put them in order, always. Perfect. See, now there's room to move it. 2 10 mils on the side. Look at that brake fluid. It's pretty dark. I don't think it's ever been changed. That's another thing we're gonna flush out. Okay. I should probably get a bungee cord. Probably wondering why I didn't take this out, because I don't want to have it potentially leak. Right now I have the vehicle at top dead center. You can see the arrows here, just as I suspected. The valve clearance is pretty tight, so we gotta adjust them. There's this special tool you can use. The manager over there, I'm talking to him, and he overhears one of his employees, and then he wants him to go to the front. He yells out for somebody to help a customer up front. So the manager immediately goes, "What are you doing right now?" He's like, "I just got finished with an order." He's like, "No, I'm asking you, what are you doing right now? I didn't ask you what you were doing." He's like, "Nothing." He's like, "Okay, then go help that customer." It's like watching freaking grown kids. It's like, do I really gotta tell you what you should be doing? So oil won't push out through them. It's always a good practice to use new ones. The other ones feel brittle. I bet you they'd start leaking anytime. Another thing that people tend to realize is that their valve covers are always leaking, and they immediately just replace valve cover gaskets. And to be honest, I would say a lot of the times it's this PCV valve. Yeah, what happens is those stay closed and there's nowhere for the blow by to go. Don't do what my brother did. Bah! There's a reason I grab it like this and not like this. I always put dielectric grease. There are some cars that the freaking boot gets stuck, and this really helps them release. We got Chewy joining us. Chewy's trying to learn automotive. It is a 90-minute. What I'm doing now is, it's called breaking the taper. You just kind of tap on it to loosen it a little. And they're pretty rusty. And just don't hit it to the side because you would break it. No, it's supposed to be basically almost clear. Okay, here we go. Crisscross. It's important, especially for the life of the rotors. It's supposed to warp them, and if you have them tightened in different torque specs and then you're applying heat, you're more likely to warp the rotors. And I always like to go over them twice. So first job's done. Now we're just gonna go eat and then off to the next job. Man, oh man. All right, last job for the weekend. Today's a Sunday. We're just gonna be putting a tensioner and a belt on the Honda Civic, and I guess we're done after that. Oh man. If we start talking about random can you do it again? I just want to make sure it is that. Oh yeah. Come on. Let's see. 210s. They made me sign a, did I tell you? It was a conflict of interest form. Little did they know, about half of the shit in there was mine. And I was like, all right, well, I want all my back. I was like, you guys gonna have to fork out more money. Man, that is no tension. That is crazy, man. Yeah. Pues ni modo. I'm gonna freaking loosen up the water pump pulley now that there's a little bit of tension. Brake on. Yeah, my sister was recording yesterday. Oh. She was freezing, man. So when I got done with that Honda, because they needed a heater fixed. Oh. And I was like, turn it on and go in there while I put everything away. I only needed to lift one side, but it's alright. Yeah, this broken. Oh yeah. There we go.
I just took it because my ex got me tickets for it, so might as well.
All right.
That's the alternator here.
That's the alternator. I didn't have as many tools as now, so I think I'd think about things more.
Yeah.
Before. That's the thing, man. I struggled so much. And then you get your Karens.
No.
Nah, you know which ones to stay away from.
Yeah.
Or you just tell them, nah, you know what? I don't feel comfortable doing this job. I'll recommend a shop. But it's just like, nah, you can tell. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's doing anything. Oh, and that pulley too. You can hear it. They only had one big issue, and the engine block would crack right here and right here. Yeah.
How do you know if the alternator goes out? What's gonna happen?
Basically, your car turns off, and
Oh.
it depends. I just did yesterday,
Oh yeah.
and his doing the opposite. It was overcharging, and it was fucking up his gauges and everything. And I was like, bro, I've only seen that once in my life, and it was in college. And then he's like, and it had to happen to me. Better.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So much better. All right, so that was it for this weekend. We got a couple jobs done. We made a bit of money. This is my first vlog, so I don't know what else to say other than, yeah, keep watching and I'll get better and better at this. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead, give me a thumbs up, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.